I believe all of us are being invited to come to a place of clarity. So I want you to experience this next interview of a person who came to a place of clarity. And I believe you will have a tip, tool, or technique that you can apply to your life as you have decided to release your brilliance. There are individuals that are listening to us right now, and they want to find the fire within them to live their best life, to make a difference in the world, and certainly to impact culture, industries. Where should someone start, Rachel, on this journey of finding the fire within themselves?
I think the most important place to start is you, right? It's already there. It is in you. And fear is a very real thing. And that is one point of consistency that I've learned and that I see, whether it's one-on-one conversations or organizational trainings, these types of things. Most people don't pursue their real fire because of fear. It can be a number of reasons, right? Whether it's confidence, whether it's how you grew up, whether it's your family, public opinion, all of these different things that cultivate fear. Knowing that, and frankly, having experienced that, it's asking the right questions and it's challenging what you're telling yourself. The messages we tell ourselves
Hmm.
are so powerful and really do affect our behaviors, how we show up every day. So I have a lot of energy and a lot of passion about walking individuals through or walking organizations through what that fear is to get to that goal.
What did you do to get out of your way and find the fire within yourself?
Ooh, Simon. It was a culmination of different experiences. One thing that really, really did have to let go is trying to live up to other individuals' definition of success. And no matter who it is, and that can be really challenging, especially if it's close friends, close family, the way you've always seen it generation after generation. I had to let go of that and say, what makes Rachel happy? Coming back to that creativity, right? What makes me happy as an individual? Where do I thrive?
Mhm.
Where don't I thrive? And we're not good at all things, and that's absolutely okay. That's what makes us unique. That's why you can leverage the power of other people to fill in the gaps where you may have them. But that realization of letting go what others thought I should be, what others thought I should do, and how I should look, and how I should show up, and really what success meant. And it took a lot of years to realize that I've never defined success for Rachel. It was always defined for me. And I think coming to that realization, and whatever you have to do, whether it's writing it down, whether it's speaking out loud, whether it's confiding in someone, just make sure that somebody is going to hear you out. So to me, that's the golden nugget, the silver lining. Is what do you feel is success for you? And I had to answer that question for myself.
Thank you. That's so good. A couple more questions. One
Sure.
question I think is critically important is when you look at organizations, what can organizations do to create a more inclusive culture that allows individuals to find that fire within them in the organization? Do you have any insight or wisdom that you can share with us?
Yeah, it's not really drastically different, whether it's individual or organization, but you got to walk the talk, right? And so a lot of organizations will say, we want diverse, equitable, inclusive environments. We want you to be your full, crazy, creative, authentic self. Bring all of that into work. It is just words on paper
Mm.
until an organization can really look at and evaluate, how do we foster an environment that will be accepting of that authenticity. And that's where a lot of times it's hard, right? It's a
Yeah.
it's a look in the mirror. It's a look in the mirror and say, well, do we really foster that? Or
Mm.
are we just saying words on paper? And so being able to close the gap to what we say we want versus what we do, our processes, our policies, our promotion systems, our performance management systems, all of those things have to talk together. It's that intent, all the best intentions. I've never worked for an organization that didn't have the best intentions, or an individual that didn't have the best intentions, but its intent versus impact. And
Wow.
I really do think, especially with everything going on, where we are in the world, where we are as a society, is we need to take a very deep look into how are we actually putting the pedal to the metal, the rubber meets the road, whatever phrase you want to say. How are we truly living that and taking it from the PowerPoint slide, taking it from the words on paper to where it's having meaningful impact? Then I guarantee you, you will have people showing up as their authentic self, and business will be booming.